Well, good afternoon and happy Remembrance Sunday, everybody. You can say welcome to my Woodturning Live. You can say my name's Dan, and today basically I've just been out to the wood store now, and I've got myself another piece of British ash. Now we turned to this very recently, and as we got into the log, we realised this was an actual piece of olive ash, which is a bit darker than ash. But yeah, I've not been on for a few days. Just been generally sort things out. But yeah, I was going to say today I'm going to try and see what's hiding behind this log and see kind of what kind of patterns, what kind of characteristics it's trying to hide, etc. So, but yeah, we're just preparing ourselves up to turn some exotic woods, etc. So that should be quite interesting in the next few days. I will be pre-recording the exotics because I do value my lungs, and I do want to eliminate any problem really with breathing any of that dust in when I'm wood turning. So I've got the air cleaner at the back of the workshop here, and I've also got the extraction system back in place, and I've also got my VersaFlow on charge. But yeah, I hope you're all having a blessed, happy Remembrance Sunday. Remember the people who've fallen. So basically, it's yeah, I've had my poppy on most of the day, and yeah, it's been quite interesting. And yeah, much respect to all the armed forces out there, basically, who've basically got out there to keep us all safe. But yeah, remembering those people today. But yeah, today I'm gonna start this lathe off at 95 revs, and we're going to see how we get on speed wise. But yeah, this is just a demonstration for those IRG. Happy Remembrance Sunday, mate. Yeah, it's just a demonstration. Let's try and demonstrate what I've been doing for the last 2 years. Okay, we're 420 revs there, which is pretty good. Quite happy with that speed for now. But yeah, I hope you're all having a blessed day today, man. I was going to say it's there's been quite a few parades on in my local town, so it's been very respectful, to be honest. It's yeah, today I thought I'd jump back in the workshop and see if we can turn something. So if you are new to my Woodturning Live and you've never come across my lives before, I do a lot of wood turning, and basically I'm gonna try and see what I can do really with this piece today. Whether or not that's olive ash, I don't know, not until I get into it, but we will find out as we go. But yeah, still working on a half inch bowl gouge, but let's crack on, let's talk and let's get turning. I'm looking at that now already, and I know I'm already too far away from that piece. So let's stop that. Let's get a bit closer. But yeah, like I said, we've just hit over 3,000 subscribers, and we'll be heading off for week 7 now. I think week 7, and we've got 3,000 subscribers. Pretty incredible. But yeah, if you want to join my journey as a new YouTuber, as a progressing wood turner, I was going to say, don't forget to support the channel. It is free. Who's that there? Server, is that it? I've got my specs on, but I can't see that close. So, but yeah, welcome to my life. See where we're going. Sorry if that's rather loud on your end, it's rather loud in here too. But yeah, today's a piece of British ash. Yes, it is dieback, and there's already some spalting going on here, which is quite interesting. So it's going to drop that tool rest by a tad, just a tad, because I want to get on centre, okay, on centre. So, but yeah, I was going to say, if anybody's got any questions, you can say throw them in the chat. I can say I don't mind answering any questions. And yeah, just generally, have a chin wag while we're wood turning and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm brand new to YouTube. I just wanted to jump on and yeah, have a bit of a chat while we're wood turning. We're going to go trying up to about 500 reps now. 507. Okay, quite happy there. Quite happy there. There we are, just on point there though. 5 likes already, and I've only just started. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very, very much. All the likes, the comments, the subscribers, the support, it does mean an awful lot to me. So, yes, to click to you guys, but it means an awful lot to me. So, yeah, it does well, it's the word, it inspires me to keep coming back to create more content, if that makes sense. Happy Remembrance Sunday to all those out there. I'm going to say today means an awful lot to me. I'm going to say my father actually was in the forces for quite some time, and sadly no longer with us. But yeah, I was going to say it's I think it's a day for remembrance, as they say. So, but yeah, I was going to say anybody who's been watching my journey from the start, I'm a self-taught woodturner pretty much, and I enjoy the process of wood turning. I like the challenge. I like the journey. You know, it's always different. It's always different with every piece, and yeah, it's just one of those things. Really, like some people like painting, some people like sports, some people like wood turning, that kind of thing. This is the kind of stuff I enjoy. What's that? JEC95. I'm just getting a bit close to your comments. Is that hard to do? I want to know how to do it. Just worried about the tool getting flung. There is a technique to it, okay? There is definitely a technique to it. When I first started wood turning 2 years ago, I didn't start on a big lathe like this. I started on a small one, a small mini Axminster lathe. And best way to get started is speak to a RPT, that's what they call it. Is a registered personal tutor, and any wood turners that are local to your area. One of the most important things about wood turning is keeping yourself safe. Always keep yourself safe. Because it was only last week, and I was going live, and I turned a piece of pine, and this piece actually flew off the lathe. You can see how it broke off. It snapped, basically. The bolt completely fell apart, ripped the tenon off the bowl, and it went flying. Luckily I had that on. I was going to say, but yeah, it is dangerous. I was going to say, but yeah, tell me about it. Wow. Yeah. Pine is a softwood. What I'm using here, ash, is a British native hardwood. Very, very dense, very hard to cut. But yeah, I was going to say, as long as you support, see the gouge when I'm cutting, okay, it's here, it's in my hip, okay, and basically when I'm cutting, I'm keeping my hands away from that spin because I can put my hands below the tool rest, okay, and it prevents me from getting broken fingers, okay. So, but yeah, or support the gouge with your body weight. Because if it does catch you, it'll swing your body. Okay, see people doing this, wood turning like this, and if your arms are out like this, it's what I call locked and loaded, and you're going to catch, it's going to twist your shoulder, your wrist, your arm. You can hurt yourself. So, I think with anything with wood turning, just start small. Start small, as they say in Wales, tip and bar, a little bit, just a small bit, okay, and then just start working your way up, and yeah, accidents do happen, and it's just being mindful really of your surroundings and ensuring that you don't hurt yourself. But yeah, there's 500 revs at the moment. This can go up to over 1,000. We go a lot faster than that if I change the belt ratio, which gives me less torque. But yeah, we'll see how we crack on today. Very good to know. No problem at all. Thanks for your question, buddy. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you say don't forget to support it. It is free. But yeah, I just try and inspire people really. I started literally with no experience whatsoever. None whatsoever. And what I'm using here is a bowl gouge, okay? And the profile on the end of the shiny bit, you can maintain that bevel contact on the wood, okay? On the wood. There's two different types of cuts. There's push cut, where you push away from the timber, and basically there's the shear cut, scrape cut, pull cut, comes towards you. Okay. If you are looking at going to buy a lathe, do your research. There's so many competitors out there, so many, and it's really easy to get lost with the amount of different lathes out there. Just don't go out and buy the first thing you see, because it can be quite overwhelming. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, Jack. JEC. Yeah, my name's Dan, by the way, so nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you all. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is just create the shape I want, basically. All these lines you can see in here, we'll clean that up anyway with a 3/8 bowl gouge, okay? It's a bit smaller than the 1/2 inch bowl gouge, but it's more for precise cuts, cleaner cuts. Right, let's have a look. 117 people in the room. Welcome everybody. Okay, what are we looking at here? Okay. What I'm trying to do is come back on myself now, okay? Because I'm here, so I can come round, okay? Take this bark off here, and this bark off here. So, yeah, it's very satisfying, very satisfying. We turned a piece of ash not long ago. And this is the kind of look I'm going for, basically. This is spalted ash, so big size for a bowl, okay? And this is made, it's about 10 inches by 4 inches, so 4 inches deep, 10 inches across. So nice, nice display bowl. It's yeah, I was gonna say, it takes a lot of practice. Takes a lot of practice. Just like anything. Just like anything. Hi, Mike. How are you, buddy? Not seen you for a while. Of course you can, Mike. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Mike wants to pick my brains. Right, go for it. Yeah, it's a lovely smell. A lovely smell. I'm going to speed up again, okay? 630, okay? 630 revs now. And what I've made there now, okay, is a tenon, okay? Let's have a look. Sharpening system. I just bought the charmwood system. It doesn't come with a setting tool for the angle. What did I use? I use with mine. Get it off the jig. It's called a long grind jig. Okay. So basically, yeah. So what happens is that hole there, the singular one. Let me try and explain it. Bring you back around. Okay. That one hole I just showed you now should be a bar. Okay. And it goes on there. Okay. The jig, which is basically what is holding the chisel, okay, the gouge. Let me just put it back in. I use the middle one, the middle hole, because there's three, okay? You got top, middle, and bottom. I use the middle, okay? And once you put your chisel in, gouge, tighten it, and it should hold it there. It should hold it there. You can see. And then basically what I'm going to do is I want to sharpen both sides of that bevel, okay? Move it around, off, and all the way around. Yeah, the long grind jig. That's what I use. I did have the woodworking system before. Yeah, I did. Where is it? Woodworking system. So goes in so. Basically, you can. I did have a plate to go on here, and it rests the gouge on the plate, and basically just rotate it, just side to side to side. Yeah, I was going to say, have a look on, where can I find one? I think it's Amazon I got mine on. I think I've got Amazon on where I got my my jig from. I'm going to say, it's that, yeah, that's what you need. It's the plate, yeah, to keep it on a, so basically, it's hard to do it by hand, you see, because if you've got it, say, in the jig like this, a bit closer, you've got to maintain that bevel contact, you see. And saying if it's jumping all over the place, you're not going to get a smooth grind on it. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. I've just made it my tenon, but I've also got some of the bark still left on it, so I am going to clean that back off. I'm going to come back around again. Okay, I'm definitely going to come back around. Yeah, the woodworking is what I started on, Mike. No worries, Mike. Nice to see you back in the live, mate. Nice to see you back in the live. I'm going to say it's Happy Remembrance Sunday to you, buddy. Happy Remembrance Sunday. Yeah, just working my way around it. I'm glad to speed it up, man, because I wasn't getting some very clean cuts. It was coming out quite rigid. Does that make sense? Maybe speed up again. Okay, definitely getting some shape now. Definitely get some shape. That's not shifty. What I'm being very mindful is this, okay? It's not a massive problem because when I look at it from the face of the bowl, it just seems like a surface crack. So I'm going to keep swinging past it. We'll probably get past it anyway. It's not running down the face, which is really important. And basically I haven't got it on this side either, so which is kind of better. Right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. And what I am going to do, did I bring it here? I did stock up on lots of new sandpaper. I went to the store and you know when you think that you don't need something and you think, oh, do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? You think, yeah, why not? Lucky I did because I was running out. So it's always the case. Always the case. Got some CA glue here somewhere. Nice, give me 1 second. And get some snips. My apologies. My apologies. I want to get the snips on, so I've got the funnel then, so I can just add. That's much better. A bit of CA in there. For those wondering what CA is, it's contact adhesive. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem now. That should not be a problem. Put the lid back on it. Okay. That won't take on too long to go off at all. Let's grab a bit of sawdust. Ta-da! Ta-da! Right. Let's crack on. Let's get faster. $735 reps, okay? Look for the Wolverine rest, so the Wolverine tool rest. It should stand up like this. Attachment on the bottom, so it slides onto your bar, and it'll have like a 45-degree plate on the top, so you can rest your gouge on it. Very, very similar to the Wolverine system, isn't it? So. If any of those are watching my live, basically, following the chat, etc., never, ever, ever wood turn, try wood turn with your own tools. Very, very dangerous. I'll come back to that comment now. 1 second there, Mike. Keep it. Thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate that. Hi, Michael. I'll see you back in live, buddy. Happy Remembrance Sunday, mate. Yeah, you know the profile you're talking about there, Mike. What is on the plate? Just rotates, but tends to do one wing, one side of the gouge, then the other, then roll it. Okay, then roll it, so you get an even balance all the way around. No balance, buddy. What shows that, Mike? What shows that? Yeah, it's just a technique to it, basically. It's just a lot of practice. One way to do it is buy yourself a really cheap gouge. Just get on Amazon and just find a really cheap one. Just practice on the cheap one, because there's no point burning away steel on an expensive gouge. So that's how I did it. That's how I did it. Yeah, much better than those push cuts. Much better than those push cuts. Yeah. The inside is going on. I could actually push cut that back down to the base, couldn't I? Yeah, well, actually. Trying to speed up on this one because I know some of my lives can take a little bit longer than usual. Oh, I nearly got rid of it. Nearly got rid of it. But where I'm not happy with this, where this is coming up, the lip, and it sweeps back around, so I want to blend that lip back in. And as I'm doing it, I'll remove this wire mallet. See if we can get up to 800, 807. Michael, I'm using a British ash, mate. I think it's another piece of dye back. I'll find out once I start getting into it, and the dye should start coming through. It's quite difficult to tell from the outside. We'll see how we get on as we start getting into it. I'll take that nib off the bottom there. Just a tiny little nib there. Hi, Chadram. What's my life, buddy? Okay. When I first started turning ash, I didn't realise how dense it was, how difficult it was to cut. You need extremely razor sharp tools to cut through it. Definitely a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. I'm going to bring that piece of carbide back in. I think that tendon's a little bit too shallow. There we are. That's much better. Much better. Don't want to drop this. Last time I dropped it in here, I was like, oh my god. Searching high and low. I don't like your room, Woodturning. Andreas, welcome to my live. See, once I've used the 4 screws, I never ever use them again. Because the heads can become a little bit dull. And yeah, so basically, always use brand new screws every single time. Right, get rid of that. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to resharpen just in case. So again, I don't want to start holding this bowl with dull tools. So. That's what I love about the Pro Edge, the Sorby Pro Edge. Sharpens your tools in seconds. An extremely sharp finish every single time. And everybody uses their own technique and their own way of hollowing, sharpening the gouge, but Courage is excellent, excellent. Yeah, if you're not supporting the channel and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. It is free. It does help the channel out massively. Definitely getting somewhere now. Definitely getting somewhere. Sorry, I have to move that piece of sawdust. Just want to be mindful. Let me get some light on the subject. Ta-da! Right. And you can see this. That tiny little dot there. Okay. Because I've got my eye on it. It's coinciding with this crack. So I just want to ensure that isn't connected or has anything to do with that. So, because otherwise I'm going to lose a big chunk. Okay. So, Israel, nice to see you, buddy, back in the live. And say it's for all those people who are new to my lives, I'm going to say I'm just demonstrating what I've learned on woodturning. And if you want to support my journey on YouTube, don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. It all means an awful lot to me. I'm going to stop for 1 second because now I've made a couple of passes on the inside walls. Basically, no, it wasn't. Thank goodness for that. I was just checking to see whether or not after I'd done that pass. Greetings to you too, Rami. Nice to see you back, buddy. Happy Remembrance Sunday. I say hope you're having a blessed day, mate. See what I'm getting. That's what I'm talking about. It's from the centre, just nice, easy, flowing curves. Just want to make sure basically that crack there wasn't kind of evident on the inside, because I thought when I first saw that tiny little dot, I thought, has that got something to do with this? But it hasn't, thankfully. So, back on. I'm still at 807 revs per minute, 31 likes, 73 people in the room. If you join the live, you know what to do. Don't forget to show me some love. Oh, what do I want to try and do? Give me a bit of north again. Yeah, it's not very clean, is it? taking that. You can see that ridge here. Okay, I want to try and take that out. RPM 807. Yeah, 807. I don't like to go too quick when hollowing because sometimes I can slip, you know, when you're making that nice cut on the inside. You wood turner yourself, Marco? You wood turner as well? Quite happy with that. The light isn't really kind of giving us justice. Should turn that light off and see what happens. Don't get too close because last time I was going live, my wood chippings were actually flying at the camera, and yeah, it wasn't too pretty. Right, let me get back in there. Is that camera angle okay? Do I need to come a bit closer? Do I need to change my angle? That kind of feedback really helps me out. Check that chat sometimes because YouTube has a tendency to not freeze the chat, but maybe I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Right, so what I want to do, set it off. See the inside of the mask. That's better. This is Macy Greg. Macy Greg is down with, okay? One of my good friends, Emma, is going to receive some sawdust off me tomorrow. Thank goodness. Hello to her. Good. Just putting on my air cleaner. Echoing on. This is 120. Thank you, Marco. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Wait till I put the finish on it. Then it'll really stand out. It's scary, it does, even from the window. And that's better. Last grit, 240, okay, 240. I'll blast it in reverse a minute. Let's blast it in reverse. That's all. happy with that. Let's bring that speed right back down. Yeah, thank you to everybody who's joined the live today. I was going to say, it's I know you're all busy on you're probably chilling on a Sunday. I was going to say, I just wanted to jump on today just something different really. I know, I don't think this is dieback. I think it's got a little bit in there, but I think it's just standard British ash. But quite pretty, though. Quite pretty. Yeah, and that buffed in. Yeah, I was going to say, remember Sunday I just, it means a lot to me today, does mean an awful lot to me. My own twin brother actually served in the forces, and yeah, I think it's a day to show you respect, mark your respect really, and after the ones who've fallen, past, present. And we have 700 revs just to buff that in now. And yes, I do have a twin brother. Does he look like me? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. But there we are, trying to keep this one under an hour, because some of them can go on for a little bit too long. And wow, okay, that's pretty. That is very pretty. Quite like a look at that. So it's but yeah, still 31 of you in the room. I'm gonna say 30 odd likes, nearly 40 likes. Can we get to 40? Who knows? But yes, come on, because it's not about the likes, it's about the support, the encouragement, and the overall enjoyment of woodturning. But yeah, piece of that light not doing it justice. There you go. The man standing up, his arms up, standing up, go in. But yeah, today it's been quite enjoyable, and but yeah, thank you everybody who's joined the live today. Really do appreciate it, and yeah, be back on again soon. It's just every day's a learning day on my lathe, and I like to produce stuff that's practical, useful, and what I'll do with this one yet, but I'm sure it'll end up somewhere. But shall I measure it? It's not massive. 7 inches by 7 by 3. It's not a bad size. It's not a bad size at all. 7 by 3. I'm happy with that. But yeah, thank you for everybody who's joined the live today. It's been really, really appreciated. And yeah, it just gives me that inspiration to keep coming back and producing more content. But yeah, it's my birthday next week, and it'll be quite interesting. So, but yeah, I was going to say I should be back soon. If you're not supporting the channel, don't forget to drop me some love. And but yeah, thank you for all supporting my YouTube journey so far. It does mean an awful lot to me. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And hopefully I shall see you all back on the other side. Thank you for watching, everybody. Stay safe. God bless. Happy Remembrance Day. And hopefully I shall see you all back in the next one. Thanks for watching YouTube. See you again soon.